So right now Nike has a new back to school sale for 25% off of select items. And in this video, I wanted to share with you guys my top 20 or so deals that I found from searching on their website. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do want to make any purchases that I'm going to go over in this video, please use the links in the description of the video or use the link to Collective Kicks, my website. Basically, I post all of the deals over there and on Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. So follow me on social as well if you guys can do that. If you guys do use my links, it does give me a little bit of a kickback and it directly supports the channel when you guys do that. Greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into the deals though. There's quite a few good ones. First of all, you use the code FALL25 to get that extra 25% off. Not everything is eligible for discount, unfortunately, so I had to really scrape through and try to find my favorite deals. And most of the items that are actually eligible for sale will have in the green box below it extra 25% off with code FALL25. It doesn't actually show up for every single item though, which is part of the reason why I'm going to share the first one with you guys, which is kind of like a glitch in my mind because the first one is probably the best deal in my mind because this one is a brand new pair of sneakers that I actually just bought at retail, and now you can get them for $94 instead of $125. This is the new Nike Dunk Low Summit White Baroque Brown Phantom Khaki colorway. I think this is a tremendously nice colorway. I did a review on these already. I really like the color blocking on this one, and it kind of reminds you of like a Travis Scott-esque sort of Nike Dunk. But this one is on sale for under $100, so in my mind, this is probably the best pair that you can buy for under $100. I know a lot of people out there think Nike Dunks are dead, but I've been collecting Nike Dunks for years, since way before the hype, so I'm happy that you're able to get them now at discount. And this is not the only colorway that you can get at discount. There's actually a link also on my website and in the description for all of the Nike Dunks that are actually eligible for sale. So there is quite a few of them. You can get Nike Dunks as low as about $63 or so, depending on men's, women's, and kids sizing. They do have lows and they do have highs as well. But in my opinion, this is the best colorway that I just mentioned. Also, something worth noting, you could see in the video on feed of my Nike Dunk lows there that I'm wearing a pair of green pants, and that same exact pair of pants is actually on sale as well right now on Nike, and they're $48 and the retail is normally $100. This is a Nike Sportswear Tech Essentials men's lined commuter pants. Kind of a long name, but honestly, I was looking everywhere for these. I found a pair of them in black, I got them in blue, and then I got them in the green colorway as well. Just a pair that I really like. The really misleading thing though is on the images on Nike's website, they're super mega cropped, like very short. But as you can see in my video, wearing the pants, they're not as short. And obviously I have a little bit maybe shorter legs. I'm about 5'9.5". But for those wondering, like if you're like kind of my size or whatever, they're actually going to fit just perfect. If you're probably like 6'5" or so, they're going to actually be cropped up a bit more. But I think it's a great buy. $48 in my mind is an awesome price. And it's a pair of pants that I literally was looking everywhere. Sometimes they're on Nike's website, sometimes they're not. And then right now they're actually available on double discount. So worth a look if you guys are interested. Again, use that code FALL25. Also, another pro tip, make sure you're logged into your Nike account. I don't know what the thresholds are for free shipping on Nike anymore. Adidas, it's pretty much anything. Nike, there might be a small threshold, but if you're logged in, I believe that threshold is lower. All right, the next deal that I think is worth noting, Nike Sportswear Club Fleece hoodies you can get for $24. This is a tremendous deal. They're normally $65, but the main reason why I think that this is an epic buy is because you can use this as a base to do your custom tie-dye work. I actually bought this exact hoodie and I kind of went with like a Neapolitan sort of theme on the one that I ended up dyeing. So you can see it's a brown and pink and then the base being kind of that off-white cream color. I think it came out pretty nice. It was my first attempt. I might actually do more of them so I can actually give some of them away and sell some of them over on Whatnot when I do my live shows that are going to be coming up very soon. So make sure you guys bookmark my shows, link in the description and Whatnot. If you guys do use my link, it gives you $15 free credit. You don't have to spend anything on my show. It just gives you free credit to spend on anything you want. But my show is going to be next Thursday, I believe, 5 p.m. PST. Again, link in the description for you guys to bookmark those. Also, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Nike had a Forward hoodie that was released a little while ago. They had this really interesting look to them and they kind of went away. They retail at $160, but you can get them on sale right now for $67.50. I think that's a great buy. It's a double discounted deal as well. And they have them in all sizes, which I think is also awesome. I don't even remember seeing these on Nike's website. Originally, they were gone. They couldn't be found. And then the hype just went away. And then now they have them double discounted, available in a full size run. So if you're interested in the hoodies, I think they're nice. It's definitely a unique hoodie, one that when you wear, like people want to touch it and they're like, well, that's really interesting looking. So they have the hoodie, but also they do have the pants as well. For $64 instead of $140, you can get the Forward ThermaFit Advanced pants as well. So I actually don't have the pants yet, but I'm very interested in buying them. And for $64, that's even cheaper than I saw them at the Nike outlet that I just went to like literally one day ago. So pretty crazy. I think that at the Nike outlet, they were like $80. But that's a pretty solid savings, over 50% on that. Definitely worth a look if you guys are interested. On that same vein, they do have the Ford cargo tote. I don't know why I wrote hoodie on my description, but it is for $47 instead of $110. $110 seems kind of crazy for what you're paying for. $47 is definitely a much better price, and for something that looks kind of different and kind of a fun, unique looking tote. Definitely something you could buy for a present for somebody that likes Nike products as well. So also in the Nike sportswear world, we do have the Tech Fleece Windrunner Zip Up hoodie. These are $93 instead of $145. It is a double discount, but not very much. Still worth saving an extra $42 on, considering you have all of the base colors that are available at double discounts. So you have the heathered gray, you have the black, you have charcoal, and you have the navy blue. I think that those are the kind of the four standards. The heathered gray has always been my favorite one, but for under $100, you get the sportswear Windrunner hoodie. Sometimes these were up around $180, and right now the retail says they're $145. Again, paying under $100 for the good colorways is definitely worth it. I'd rather pay $93 for my favorite colorway than like $60 for a colorway that I'll never wear. And the last hoodie I think that I found that I thought was noteworthy is the Cause Nike Brooklyn Nets Club Fleece City Edition hoodie. If you guys remember this, they did a bunch of different City Edition jerseys and hoodies and stuff, but those ones are $49 instead of $75, so a little bit of a discount there. Moving on to some footwear, you do have the Nike Infinity Run 4s for $73 instead of $160. They do have a couple different colorways available in this from the last sale, so I definitely wanted to note it for you guys. Now these shoes do have Nike React X. They're pretty comfortable as well. They do fit snug though, so I would go up half a size personally. That's what they recommend on their website as well. I did a review on those if you guys haven't seen it on my channel. Pretty nice pair of shoes for just an all-around everyday pair. I also did post this Jordan Velocity duffel bag. It's the 69L version. They do have a smaller version as well, but this one is $41 instead of $55 retail. And honestly, I think it's a pretty stylish looking bag. The other colorways don't really do it for me, but this white one is particularly nice. It has the red Jumpman that stands out, the Air Jordan, as you could see, and then hits of black and stuff on like a white upper. It looks really nice. $41 isn't too bad as well, especially if you need like a giant gym bag. And if this one's too big for you, the smaller one's like $5 less. And also for sale, you have the Nike Go Fly Ease in two colorways, but I particularly like this kind of like sail coconut colorway. It is $80 instead of $125. They do only have these in smaller sizes from last I saw. Maybe they'll restock them in larger sizes, but definitely a nice one for the ladies. I thought this would be a nice one for a gift if you have a wife, girlfriend, daughters, or whatever that wants something kind of fun, different, and something that will be under $100. This one is definitely one that I think is all of those things. They do have a Nike Air Max cross bag as well, and this one is $35. The retail is $72, which I think is probably ludicrous and insane. It's definitely the most unique cross bag I've seen on the market, and for $35, I was like, I figured I'd post it for those people interested in this type of a product. All right, also there's a Nike Air Max 1 SC Light Bone colorway with the diffused taupe and violet dust. It's $63, retail is $160 on them. It looks like some nice premium materials on here as well, but for $63 instead of $160, and there's quite a few sizes, definitely a noteworthy colorway in my mind. Now for as low as $53, you can get the Giannis Freak 5 in a couple different colorways. The blue colorway, I believe, is the one that's the cheapest. The other ones, I think, are $5 more. The black and white colorway is my favorite. It's definitely the one that's most wearable. Any which way, $53 instead of the retail $140. If you're looking for a hoop shoe or just a general decent looking pair, I like the black and white ones the best, but the blue ones are the cheapest. Now for an all-around pair, these two I think would do you justice. $102, so if you have that $100 price point, maybe spend the extra $2 for these because I think they're worth it. The retail is $160. I'm looking at the Nike Vomero 5s, and they do have two colorways worth noting. They have this kind of bumblebee colorway that I like, but also the brownish colorway looks really solid as well. Both of them are available in pretty much all sizes at this point, and they are both double discounted. So for those LeBron 21 fans, you can get them as low as $75 now. The retail is $210. They do have two colorways with completely different materials, and so they have this green colorway with this Oscar the Grouch sort of vibe to it with the nap suede, and then you have this like copper pearlescent sort of shimmery colorway as well. If you're a fan of LeBron, I feel like these are good ones. They've had a bunch of different colorways go on sale here and there. This is a pretty good price point for a shoe that costs over $200. And if you're looking for a hoop shoe, both of these are going to hit that mark. Probably one of my favorite deals though that we've seen, you have the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Silver available for $105 instead of $140. Again, this is another pair that was gone off of the website, not even available for retail, and then they brought it back on sale. So kind of crazy, but you can get them right now for $105 instead of that $140 retail. I think it's a nice colorway. Obviously the Air Jordan 1 Low hype has died down quite a bit as well. I think it's a great model and a great colorway, and even better, $35 off of retail is a solid deal. And now for $81 instead of $185, that's $104 off of retail, you have the Nike Air Max Plus Drift. Some would argue whether or not these should be $185 at retail anyway, but I will tell you guys, after having these in hand and like wearing them and whatnot, they're really, really beefy on feet. If you're looking for like a bulky, like rubberized shoe for the wintertime and fall time, this is actually a pretty good option. The upper is very built, and you do have that Air Max Plus vibe on the new version with the Drift. For those OG Jordan fans, you have the Jordan Airship PESP for 105 instead of that 140 price point. So again, right around $100, not a bad deal. It gives you an Air Jordan 1 vibe, but for those people that don't know, it's like the original one that he had on his feet before he actually wore the Air Jordan 1s. So it does have a lot of nostalgia, a lot of hidden history there as well. For those people interested. And another pair that is definitely eye-catching and a really solid price for the colorway for 91 instead of 160, you do have the Jordan 2-3. Now this is obviously a hybrid between the Air Jordan 2 and the Air Jordan 3, the Air Jordan 3 midsole with the Air Jordan 2 upper. And if you guys don't remember, they actually had an Air Jordan 1 upper with the Air Jordan 2 midsole that was released, and it was kind of like one of those things where it wasn't really well received, but it was actually themed after an original prototype where Jordan actually wore the outsole, midsole of the Air Jordan 2s on top of the Air Jordan 1 upper. I feel like they're doing the same sort of nostalgia with the 2-3 here. I don't know if they actually made one of those. I didn't even dig in and see. I don't think that they made a 2-3, but maybe they did, who knows. Any which way, you have like kind of the Chicago-esque colorway of the 2-3s, and for 91 bucks, again, under $100, it's definitely one of the most unique looking Air Jordan 2s, and it's kind of fun seeing the air bubble on a 2-3. I never got those for a review, but it's definitely one of the ones that I was very interested in. And the last deal I found for you guys worth a look is the Zion 3s. The Z3D colorway is only $62 instead of $150. Solid colorway in my mind, the best looking one. Definitely one that looks really crazy when you have it in hand. I saw these in Foot Locker the other day and I was like, oh, these are actually pretty rad. But 62 bucks instead of 150. Again, a solid hoop shoe if you're looking for one, and a solid savings. I mean, that's a huge, huge savings, like 88 bucks off. It's nuts. Anyways, that's all the deals that I found for you guys over on Nike. If you guys, again, want to use any of the links in the description, feel free to do so. It will take you over there to Nike. You could shop all the deals. You could shop any of the ones individually that I talked about. And if you guys use my links, I greatly appreciate it. A couple of the other deals worth noting that are available to you guys right now. The first one is the Nike Pegasus Plus with full-length Zoom X midsoles. Those are available now on Nike's website as well. I've been waiting all year for this shoe to come out. I ordered mine. I'm waiting for mine to get here. Also on the New Balance front, they do have a bunch of new shoes as well that I have that I will be doing reviews on. You have the New Balance Fresh Foam X More V5, absolutely insane amount of cushioning on those. You also do have the Fuel Cell Super Comp Trainer 3s. My favorite shoe for the last 2 years has been the New Balance Fuel Cell Super Comp Trainer 1 and 2. So the third version I had to get. Very, very excited to give you guys a review on those as well. Also on 8/14, you do have the Fresh Foam X Balos shoe that's going to be coming out as well. I actually did get a pair of those a little bit early from New Balance. Unbelievably good as well. Highly recommend checking those ones out. If you're a fan of the 1080 V13s, these ones are like the revamped, like even crazier version, which is nuts to say because the 1080 V13s are amazing as well. All three of those are exceptionally great on feet. Also from Adidas, you do have the Pure Boost 5 with Light Boost now. I have a review on those coming as well very soon to the channel, so make sure you subscribe, check back. And then obviously the Adidas Ultra Boost 5X is out. I have the 5s already, which is interesting because those ones kind of went away and it just is 5X now on their website. So I have a comparison between the 5s and the 5X coming to my channel very, very soon, so check back. Also, the Nike Air Max Plus OG Sunset colorway is available in a full size run over on Nike's website. I absolutely love this colorway. It's crazy to see that it's sitting in a full size run. I was hoping they'd be available for this discount on sale, but unfortunately they're not available. And then Adidas does have the AE1 Ascent low and mid still available in smaller sizes up to like a 9.5. So for those interested in those two colorways, solid colorways and both available over on Adidas. And lastly, Adidas has a ton of deals over on the Yeezy side of things as well. I don't get commissions or anything like that from any of those, but tons of deals for up to 70% off for select Yeezys, which is absolutely nuts. Definitely worth a look if you're interested in copping a pair of Yeezys for yourself or the kids. A lot of the stuff is unfortunately sold out, but there's still a ton of stuff available for sale. So don't let a couple of these sold out signs discourage you from shopping around and seeing what they have available. I do have a link in the description specifically to all of the sale items, so you don't have to weed through to find which ones are on sale. So hopefully that will be helpful to you guys. Anyways, that's all we have for this video of sneaker deals for you guys with the Nike edition. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. I post all of the deals over there first, especially worth looking at if you guys are interested in buying some of these things, because some of them sell out and then you don't have a chance to buy them when they do sell out. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Hopefully see you back for some more content. Peace, guys.